Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Benson. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Noles headed quickly to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Dumps it to the back. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Woolard or Chris Weinke, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Utes moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Rising. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game.
Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Bringing it back, it's Benson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Snagged in the middle. It's Morlock. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 3, Utah 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking on the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Snares it outside. It's Toafili. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. using the quick game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Direct snap. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play. It's an incompletion.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give them the touchdown. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Utes in the hurry up. Right back to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10.
691, Gators score. Timber, green 25.
Looking for a man. It's Rising. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Bernard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Rising. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Utes are in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Glover. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Rising. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Touchdown, Utah! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Uiagalelei. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters.
Utah 17, Florida State 10.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
He's brought that up at the 18-yard line. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Knocked off his feet.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That
makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
conservative. I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one 1st down ends this football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to... And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. He looks that one in nicely. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. After not really